My name is Ethan. To most people, I was a quiet man, reliable, predictable, invisible even. I worked in the same office for over 20 years. I did what I was told. I smiled politely. I was never missed in a room, because no one really noticed me to begin with. But there's something they never knew. Something I buried so deep it became part of my bones. A long time ago, I loved someone so deeply, so completely, that when I lost her, I never truly came back to myself. Her name was Elena. I met her in Berlin. I was sent there for language training, a young man from a small gray town, suddenly thrown into a world of color, art, and culture I had never known. One day, I walked into an art gallery and saw a portrait. It was her, not a photograph, not a painting, a presence, fierce, vulnerable, haunting. And then she stood beside me, Elena, the woman in the painting, real, alive, looking at me with eyes that had seen everything and trusted nothing. We began to talk, not much at first. She was cautious, distant, but slowly, she let me in. She told me things she hadn't told anyone. And I told her everything I had never said aloud, about my loneliness, my silence, my fear of being unlovable. And somehow she understood. We spent evenings walking the empty streets of Berlin, talking about life, death, art, the things that make us human. We never said I love you. We didn't have to. With her, I felt whole. For the first time in my life, someone truly saw me. Not the man I pretended to be, but the quiet, aching soul underneath. She made me feel real. We made plans. She wanted to visit me in my country. I believed her. I returned home to prepare for her arrival. I waited. One day, then two, a week, a month. She never came. I never heard from her again. Years later, I received a letter from a friend of hers. Elena had died. She had been sick all along, and she never told me. Because she didn't want me to remember her as someone fading away. She gave me love, then took it away, to protect me. I never loved again. I married someone else. I lived a quiet life. I never spoke of her. No one knew that the man behind the calm smile was living with a ghost. Her memory became my only companion. So now, here I am, old, forgotten, and still sometimes I see her, in a crowded street, in the face of a stranger, in dreams that never age. If you've ever loved someone who disappeared without saying goodbye, you'll understand what I mean when I say, some goodbyes don't need words. They live in the silence we carry forever.